27. Hope everyone's been doing good. I go to work yesterday, so. But we are back, and we will be doing some Sidequests. If I'm not mistaken, we are truly near the end. I mean, of course we are, right? Like,
say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
It's not surprising. Right, sorry.
Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother. Indeed. You're wrong. Of course. Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing. It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it. His will? How and where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father. I'm surprised anything survived down there. Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do. Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Alright.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception. That we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protege. Thought of him held cap...
He must be very...
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit. We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I.
Is that the dungeon? Nice, the Colosseum? That's what it sounds like.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Ah, sure.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
I'm not gonna lie, it's so true though. Why you gotta go all the way Northreach? It's like half the storm. Yep, I knew it. I knew it's that Coliseum place.
Is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
I will say, this wall is pretty impressive. The sort of which we like got to go up it, or scale it. Get him, Total. Yeah, I got told I didn't get a part-time job, to be honest. I've been working at my parents' place, and they want me out. Sad, but it is what it is at this point. I understand where they're coming from. I just got sad. You want me to get some experience, and you know, I do need experience, so I can't exactly complain.
All yours, Torgal.
Alright, is there anything over here? I thought that, but like, I just want another thing in the corner. Yeah, there is. What's in it? Nothing good. Oh, they should. I don't know. They need to stop doing it. That's another thing I'm complaining about. Alright. Let's see what's happening here.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Yeah, you need to stay safe. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Are we looking at papers? Person, domestic.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Find and rescue captive bearers. I didn't rescue anyone. Whoops. What we got? Kuza.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of...
Yeah, I can't say I really understand.
They were feeding bearers to... Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Dorys is getting on.
Yeah, not looking good for the bearers. Can I still go this way? No? This is okay. Alright. I suppose I should have gone the other way. There you go. Stairs. I didn't. Like I said, I don't really think I should have given you copy materials. happen? Do you think?
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't,
Dang.
or couldn't, were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here.
All right.
Not the other side, okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, you think your friend's not alive? I feel like he might be like... I used to cast it. Or he might have actually joined them, you know?
Let's see what we can find down here.
For all we know, he could have been... joined the Waludo ranks. I could walk out there. Where am I going? Wow, survivor?
A survivor. She sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
What if the Kuza
Thanks
was
to
the monster?
Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he?
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Dorys, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
It's gonna be like a cougar, I feel it. Corral or something.
It's out
Not
there
corral.
waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
What is it? It's a behemoth, basically. Kuza beast.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen. Let's try. Too slow.
No, that's cheating.
All yours, Torgal.
Get out of here. I didn't get him as much as I wanted to, but I'll be alright. Alright. Yeah, I feel like I'm really high level right now.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
What do you see? Oh.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after.
Rest in
no
peace,
one.
Chadwick.
It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite, so we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily.
Feels bad.
After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. And the Cursebreakers will... I'll fight until my death.
Thank you, Dora.
This is dumb. They get the accessories after? What's the end? Is Shiva stuff too? Are you still?
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion.
Okay.
When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
I'm sorry, I'm leaving. We'll have to continue the discussion next time. Oh, we got a new hunt. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Wait, hold up. What's the one? Oh, okay. I see.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous. Cyril, you found a letter from Father? Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Okay. And now I ask most of you, and there's a couple more. Ba, 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 ba.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate. What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university.
But we could have kept
the
the
development of non-magical technologies.
We could have kept
with the
the
blood
engine
spreading ever more widely across the twins. Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least. And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
We can go all the way up here.
This is the Required Tree, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings.
My lord, Your Grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
Keepsakes?
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these, works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
Let's go do it!
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
What is this? Titan's Wake. No, I thought about it. Is Titan's Wake? Is that like? Now we had that big battle at the start of the game. I'm just thinking about it now. I don't think it is, but yeah, I don't think it is. I'll say it could be, but I don't think it is.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Maybe it's just his eye. It's like his eye right there.
There it is. For House Rossfield. Ogle, kill!
Dodge that 100%. Just stop. Just stop. Yeah, but I'm telling you, it breaks the thing. It's just like damage based. I don't know how it works. Wow, cat. I just wanted. It was just like 2 hits. I could just. Oh my! I thought we told you to finish it. Lucky. The curse is lucky, I guess.
Thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Alright, let's see it.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't... The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit he informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered. And that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
That'd be the same
I think
bands.
we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Yep. Hold up.
Are you buying or selling?
What? Oh my god.
Take care.
Alright. Holy too bad. I think I know what it is.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there.
Thanks, Gal.
I was looking at the ocean, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a bit forest. Oh wow. Balloons and Mausoleum. I still don't know what that is, by the way. Everything. I'm thinking that's that's not this, is it? No. What is that? I don't know what that is. I give up. Yes, Port Isilda. I don't get it. Don't get it.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
Feels bad.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Dun, dun. Goodbye.
We won't lay you down.
I started wishing that like interact more.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Where's coming up? We must make ready. Oh. Okay. Well, I wanted to check, but what does the orange band look like, man? I don't see the armband. So lost. Disappointed. Alright. We can do this, and I think we will have been able to do most of
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid.
Oh, Cool. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what?
You haven't... Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You will need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Alright, we're gonna make our way there, I guess. Dun. Okay, I don't want to fight you guys. Can you please go away? You know, I don't know why I never went up here. Like, I didn't even really think about it. This was here this entire time.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
I think you might have jinxed him.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
Oh God!
What do you mean you can't?
If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Wakened wind!
I think it is damage based. Like, there's only so much damage we can deal out. So, like, I know I can do like maybe 10,000, and it's like, nope, that's it. I'm gone.
Ember, are you? Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to no.
You used your bait. There you go. What is that? Has that been saying this entire time? There's no way, right? I'm gonna be really sad. It has been. Oh, this is it. Oh. Someone tell me why this is better than this. It's only for a difference of what, 3 defense? Yeah, I'm switch it. Screw it. I don't think it makes a difference like at all, but symbolic rally, symbolic rally. Excuse me. Is he back?
I didn't. Where is Ember?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. Don't you leave...
Yes, Sergeant.
We could just decide it here now.
This won't be an easy decision.
We could just say we could just decide right then and there. What do you mean go back?
There's something about him.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I heard. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
We're just gonna say yes.
Ember lost his nerve, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
Finally.
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will he? Next chance would be a fine thing.
Forgive me, Sid.
But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Remember that.
I will.
Alright. Oh, we can keep the log. Oh, we go. Wow! That's been here the entire time? Oh, why is it dumb? No, I refuse. I refuse to accept this. I refuse to accept this, man. I thought I just missed it, to be honest. Like, I thought it was in like a stage, right? And I just didn't find the chest or something. But nope. Nope, it was there.
Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash, a continent teeming with orcs and Akashic.
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order. Though he has been silent for some days now, yet it seemed, for as you so earnestly advised.
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last Mickleberg was... It lies, if or...
Right.
You go then, with my hopes.
I'll skip this a little bit. Alright, we need to go to what? That's a village. Oh, I might know about it. Let's go. Freedom. I wonder if anyone's gonna move back to Woodwood, to be honest, afterwards. I mean, I imagine they would, right? But oh no, I didn't know what Blue looked like before. The way it looks now, it's like, oh, I don't even want to be here. These things were not Akashic last time we were here, weren't they? Well, I don't think they were. Wow, I must have missed this.
Might this be Nickelberg?
Oh, there's still people here.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least.
I feel like it's because of the fallen ruins.
What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
'Tis my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite.
Just as King Barnabas instructed.
Hmm?
This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Probably bleeding, huh?
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Or is he alive? It could be a bait. A trap. Executors? Oh.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You've seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord.
Okay.
They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out.
Something just happened. Something opened, maybe? Oh, nope, and the place is flooded. Oh, that's great.
Beneath the flood. Oh no.
No, that guy need to leave.
There must be something. suppose as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
That hit no one. I don't know what.
Kill! What now?
I was gonna say this. Yeah, I would say this thing definitely happened. Oh.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
See this, bro. Well, I'm so tilted by how Square Enix told us how to pronounce that guy's. I don't want to. I'm gonna keep it for X's Titus. I can't. I refuse to accept it. Oh, they're not. Okay. Wait, what? I was gonna say he got out of Saga a little too early, no? I refuse to accept this. Are those people still here?
Damn it.
No.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I think it's too late.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their lord.
They're already turning.
just as I did. When the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it.
I disagree.
Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me? Of course. Your duty will be done. Look, my lord. They are saved.
Why? And now they go home? Wow. You mean the elder?
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
I still want to know who Founder is, by the way. I'm gonna keep it being until they tell me. Who the heck is Founder?
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them. We protect them. And yes, for better or worse.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But he didn't die for your crit, and you still believe that...
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will. The ultimate expression of it.
Yep.
I'd like to know this, to know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my...
Yeah. Do the undying. One moment, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, it's fine. Let's go talk to him. Go tell him, see if people are still hating him. Which, they are.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace.
Oh?
And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Sorry, I had to walk away. Alright, so I was like, this cutscene is gonna go on a little bit longer, but never mind.
Of course.
Never mind.
Children will be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Yes, we'll hope.
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we?
Lubor, perhaps? You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
Wow. Why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well... A great honor for one. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, Lubor cannot be...
You may not trust me. If there is any...
There isn't. Now be off with you.
Wow.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up. What's Lubor raving about now?
Huh? Before we better him? I'm sorry, that's wow.
Lord Furder. Sid, what's wrong? I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need of this.
Or are they attacking him?
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah.
Wow.
Far, far away.
Just go, bearer. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Go. Come on, then.
Go on.
Just go. Just go.
Lubor. Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Wow.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
Tell him.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
Okay, okay. They're finally listening.
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalimil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalimil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
To be honest, I don't remember who
As you
Ferda is.
wish. Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalimil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling...
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, now it...
Alright, you can stay.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Alright. You know, can you guys help me out?
Ready, go? There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
Okay, I'm not gonna. This is a massive flood.
We can't leave a single one alive.
Catch the cunning man. I said that camera really messed up just now, huh? Here we go. Whopping.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival. Victory is ours.
No longer Lord Underhill.
We bloody did it! Lubor, after all you have done for this
But we did. We only hope that...
We need you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do
We do. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
Yeah.
I see. But I will...
Name them.
Firstly...
The kids?
That you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace.
And I got sniped.
And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubo.
Fear not, you are of course relieved. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure that...
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children.
I can't have all your...
Who are they? Oh. Why did they give us... For a moment I was like, they're evil. Plot twist. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna call it here. I got some food, so I'm gonna go eat. When we come back, we will be doing a couple more side quests. I think it's like 1, 2, 3. I think like 3 at least. So, but yeah, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.